Uhlelo lanamhlanje sihlangabezana nezinsizwa ezimbili eziyise umkhakha wezimpahla kwizinga elithe xaxa. uZano Sithetho ozalelwe eEastern Cape umphathi weSKORZCH usebenzise uthando lwakhe lamasudi ukuthi akwazi ukuziphilisa.
I think the fact that every Sunday I had to suit up kind of like put in a little bit of a passion for uthanda impahla, uthanda isuti.
Skinny Sbu Socks ukwazi ukuthatha amasokisi awenze ebesemgangathweni. Lokhu kuhehe osaziwayo abaningi.
Every Saturday bengenza washing yami umama bekangitshela ukuthi ezothini you should want to show socks inside out, you know. So that to a certain extent iyafaka a sense of attention to detail.
Bobabili bazoke behlangabezane nomqeqeshi wosomabhizinisi ukuze bedingide amacebo okisa amabhizinisi abo kwizinga elithe xaxa.
Many people they spend before they make money. They don't think sales. And he's the same.
Selokhu kwavumbuka indoda emetrosexual sekavumbuka umthengi omusha wesilisa ozithembayo. Imibala egqunqile namabhluke alengayo kanye namajezi erugby asehlehliswe emva kwamakhabethe. Imhlobo iseqhamile, imisiko emisha kanye namasokisi ayimbalabala asethathe udumo.
Women actually class a man by looking at them from their feet upwards. So if you're wearing bold and bright socks, it makes a big impact.
I love happy socks. I'm obsessed with happy socks. I have a friend of mine who literally wears happy socks with everything. I think it's very different.
Bold socks, they are in style right now.
Abesilisa sebevamise ukukhokha izigidigidi zemali ukuthi bebukeke kahle. Mhlaba jikelele leli zinga labathengi selenze izimpawu ezihamba phambili ukuthi ziqaphele kakhulu kunakuqala kwabathengi abesilisa ngalendlela yokuthi le market isize yadlule yabesifazane.
A lot of men they're taking risks now with the way they dress.
The sartorial look is everything right now, and if you can't distinguish yourself by being sartorial and wearing a slim tailored suit, then I think you're a man that actually needs to consult with somebody that does have a third eye in how a man should look.
I just love a man who looks good.
Baphinde babika ukuthi amasudi athenqa iwona ahamba phambili kwezemfashini yabesilisa. Abesilisa sebayibalekela imbala egqunqile nokuthi bancamela le ethe ukuqama. Namasokisi aseyilunga elibalekile ezimpahleni zabesilisa.
Umkhakha wezemfashini umkhakha okwazi ukuheha abantu abaningi kakhulu ke njengamanje ke kuleli ke la ekhaya. However, despite having so much creative talent in the clothing sector, South Africa's fashion industry has been in a decline and does not have a compelling vision for the future. Ngokuya ngokocwaningo oselwenziwe, lukhombisa ukuthi abantu abaningi bathanda ubukhazikhazi bawona ke lomkhakha, hayi ukuthi bafuna ukuzivulela kamabhizinisi. Osomabhizinisi bethu ke banamhlanje amadoda amabili. Bona ke banamabhizinisi wabo ke bawuvulile kuona ke lomkhakha. Abafuni kuphela nje kuphela ukuthi bawenze abukeke ebemahle, kodwa abafuna ukwenza kamabhizinisi ke amahle futhi kuona ke lomkhakha. So amabhizinisi wethu oqala uZano, insizwa ephuma kwaSKORZCH. Njengathi uxoxana nayo ngizwe ukuthi ke yona ithungani futhi ke yenza kanjani kuma ngabe ithunga. Akubukele lapho.
Kamala Zano Sithetho, suke kumakala Eastern Cape kodwa ngokuhlala ngihlala lapha eKempton Park.
I met Zano a couple of years ago. Still quite young. Can't really recall which year.
Ndize eGauteng in 2010. Ngizokhangela umsebenzi.
Rimikile go Kerekeng. Because nerenali the revival go Kerekeng and nekele chomi ya sister akha.
Once uke ekhaya ndisize eGauteng. Ngangena relatives. So abantu endawo zakubo kakhulu ngabantu basenkonzweni.
We kind of dedicated ourselves to praising God and worshiping and actually service to God, you know.
So I think the fact that every Sunday I had to suit up and every time we had camp meetings and revivals I had to suit up, kind of like put in a little bit of a passion for uthanda impahla, uthanda isuti. every Friday I'm part of a choir, and then Sundays we do a little bit of brass practice.
He's always very relevant. You see it in the work he does, in the music he plays. He's clean in everything he does.
Well, the unyana ndedwe ekhaya, so obviously as inhloko yekhaya afuna unyana akho yedwa aphumelele and enze into ebonakalayo. So and wayibona, I think for a couple of years Nandi dasokola just to really get the company kind of like making some form of profit or showing some form of direction. As much as I think 2 times one rand what
He's been through a lot in his life, and the way he deals with things and stuff, it's just, yeah, it's great.
What really gets me down is when you have people that are really close to you desert you, or you hear them really not believing in the dream that you really want to achieve. But I think that's probably one of the things that have been hard in the journey to really build a brand.
When he cuts the fabrics, he writes either a verse or a prayer inside the fabric. If I say he hems it and then covers everything. So in fact, when you're wearing a SKORZCH suit, you're wearing a prayer.
Being part of the church, you know, brings that. These are not two women, but I'm perfect in anything like that. But then I think every now and then, every time there's a sometimes and music is the only way you can really communicate to God.
Making moves. Namhlanje ngise-East ekuruleni usomabhizinisi wethu engizohlangana naye namhlanje lensizwa ithunga ke amasudu la sikhuluma ngetalente ke lodwa lensizwa isiyelanga ke isikole sefashion ukuthi uyofunda ngokuthi makuthungwa amasudu kwenziwa kanjani ake ngenela ngaphakathi ngixoxisane naye ngizwe ukuthi ibhizinisi lihamba kanjani. Gentlemen, nigqoka amasudu ke nobathathu angazi ke kusho ukuthi ke everyday look le uniform yalike noma nigqokele thina wasekhona amakamera we have to look our best.
I sebenza njalo amasudu siyawathanda kakhulu. So yeah, every morning you know, just get on, put on our suits and make more suits. Yeah.
Ngiyabona kumatasatasa ke. Wena ke njengoba kumatasatasa kanje, ikuphi ke workstation yakho ke noma uyizonke bonke wena?
Well, I think Sisonke we're multi-talented, but I do a majority of the tailoring, and then we have cutters, we have pattern makers and cutter.
Leli gama lithi SKORZCH liqhamuka kuphi ke? Kwapha leli gama lithi SKORZCH business lakho. Kwangani ukuthi ngami ngathi Zano Suits.
Zano Suits. Ebonekazi SKORZCH, you check.
Yeah.
This is SKORZCH.
All right.
Yeah. So we took it from that, but besifuna something igama elimnandi man. Kawubizayo now you find joy in pronouncing it. And when you look at it, it has a very foreign, very exotic, but very African context to it. So we just took it and then we played around with the letters and then we came up with SKORZCH.
Yeah, you
know, so.
Awuyange esikoleni sefashion.
Yeah.
Hey, phela mina ngiyenza ukuthi uke wasebenza nase inkontragini at some point.
Yeah.
From ama construction ukufika ku fashion. Ufike kanjani la kule nkundla le fashion butwana?
You know, I think Nanfuna, I wanted to do something creative. What?
Omara why construction?
Well, construction it still has a creative element, you know. But I wanted something very fun, very out there, you know. So I think it was in the process of trying to find myself that I ended up doing. But t-shirts and all those things, you know. But then gradually I came across GQ, you know, started doing a little bit of research myself.
Yeah.
And then I came across someone like just the basic, you know, how to thread a machine, how to cut the simple things.
Yes.
And then I fell in love with it. And then I came to Joburg. Sevenza, obviously, the construction company, and then I take a low machine, Toyota.
You were a machine
and then I take an industrial.
Yeah.
Very proud of this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then from then on, we're just slowly acquiring more equipment until Salah.
Awobani abantu bakhetharela ngoba isikhathi singi kuthiwe simele siyazi target market yethu.
Yeah.
Awobani abantu benike i-target market yakwa SKORZCH.
Well, okay, according to our client base, we get guys from the age of 25 to about 35.
Okay.
Young guys who are very driven.
Yeah.
They may not necessarily be successful now, but they have a future plan and a future goal in terms of bayagood.
When I met SKORZCH, I was actually getting married, right? Now, obviously, I was just driving around town looking for suits and stuff. But I was like, you know what? They don't appeal, you know. Obviously, isn't it for one to have a very nice suit, you have to kind of travel, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so I was just looking around, you know, driving around, trying suits and stuff, right? Now I'm like, nah, man, you know what? Let me just go to this guy, and I call SKORZCH. I'm like, yo, listen, mate, I need a suit, but I only have you got 4 days to pull it together. Literally got 4 days, and you're telling me, no, I'm busy with SA Fashion Week, blah blah. I'm like, yo, mate, make it happen. I'm your boy. You know what I mean? Yeah, and he pulled it off, and yeah, I'm very satisfied. I mean, that's the same reason why I had to kind of, you know, leave buying from the boutiques and stuff. You know, because I wasn't getting the like a nice, you know, feel good service. You know what I mean? Of which I'm getting from SKORZCH. You know.
We also work with a lot of celebrities, the Soul, aka Theo Josinkwe, Tapelo Mokwena.
Yeah.
So ngabantu nabo, you can see which is they're very focused and they, you know, kind of like building a dream for themselves.
A bit different. Can you please just explain? Sorry,
so, okay. Iribitsa is like a tailor squid. Tailor squid. The thing is, what you do is corner on a tailor jacket. We have to make sure they're very 90 degrees, they're proper, they're on point.
Okay.
Iribitsa a grading ruler.
Yeah.
So grader like the size of a client, because the client is based on the measurement.
Yes,
so using this actually makes it easier for fabric, the measurements are thing already focused.
Yeah, well.
Manje sesiyapressa manje. Kwenze njani ke masisisayini?
Yonke into like idibanisa wine, it's very important.
Yeah.
Akhumbula izaline benokudibanisela zona. Manje zizobonakala ba ziyahlangana nawo kanye azihlangana.
Okay.
Eish.
Sasho imvolo. Makhala bathi nomakhala ekhukhwini.
Makhala ekhukhwini nomiyayi. Enza kufonela back manje. All right, chap.
No, ngiyabonga ke bhuti wami for isikhathi sakho ke.
Yes, sir.
Qhubeka ke ushaye ke amasudi ke lapho niseke namadoda like high
SKORZCH.
SKORZCH.
Kakhulu.
Inkosi dad.
Inkosi kakhulu.
Thank you bhuti.
Thank you, sir.
Hayi no ngizobuya nje
Sikushukumise kancane.
Nami ngangivela bathi SKORZCH.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Siyabulela. Thank you.
What's your target? What turnover do you want to be doing a month?
I don't know, honestly speaking. I think
Welcome back. Zano Sithetho waqala ibhizinisi lakhe iSKORZCH ngemva kokuthi ephumelele umncintiswano kwi-SA Fashion Week Renault New Talent Competition. Waphinde futhi waphumelela ke neNokyo Youth Design Award ngo-2012. Lokho ke phela ke kumsizile ukuthi azakhele igama njengosomabhizinisi owaziwa njengomuntu owenza amasudu amahle for abantu besilisa ke. Okwamanje ke usestudio uxoxisana nathi ukusitshela ukuthi ingabe ukuna yonke lemncintiswano kulisizile na ibhizinisi lakhe.
Thank you, Siya. I'm currently sitting with this insanely talented, award-winning young designer. Zano, tell me, man, you currently depend on sales and clients ordering from you in order to generate an income. If they're not ordering, how are you making money?
Well, I think it's a problem that I haven't yet encountered. Hopefully I won't encounter. But I think we have kind of like a backup savings plan should things go dry a bit. But I think in the time that we don't have orders, we highly focus on really crafting the skill and making really better suits. But it's not a problem we've encountered. It's not a problem that I'm hoping we won't encounter. Yeah.
Okay. Well done. It means your product is popular and you're not going without kind of orders for extended periods.
Thank you. We're getting there. We're getting there.
And then you said one of your challenges is that you trained people, they become really good at making suits, and then they leave for a better paying job, I'm assuming, somewhere else.
Yeah.
How's that affecting your business?
Well, tailoring is a very rare skill, I think, amongst young people in South Africa. And then the old ones have it, but then they don't have the young, fashionable eye. But with my current team, they become really passionate and really loyal to the brand. I think also instilling the art of passion within my employees is one of the things that really make them stick with the company. But more so, I think it's one of those things that I really want to kind of like get right, really get people to stay within the company, probably paying them well, yeah.
Well, I mean, practically, what are you doing to stop the incidence of you losing skilled workers?
I don't know, honestly speaking. I think one is to try and pay them better.
And profitability, I mean, that's one of the reasons that you're in business. You know, your business is, I'm assuming, a little bit profitable at least because, you know, it's new. How do you intend to make it more profitable?
I think I'm quite happy with the amount of money that SKORZCH is making right now. It might not be like a very huge amount, but it's good, it's steady, it sustains me, but obviously the bigger goal or the future plans of the business to really blow it up and make more money out of it, you know. But I think I'm saving a lot more. I'm trying to employ more people into the company. I'm buying more equipment to slowly but gradually build the company. And it's steady at the present moment, yeah.
What's your target? What turnover do you want to be doing a month?
I think maybe 30K.
About 30,000?
30, 40K, yeah.
Okay, where are you now?
We're probably sitting at about between 15 and 20.
Between 15 and 20.
And then obviously towards festive season, you can touch 30 or so, yeah.
Okay, so what's the plan to go from 15 to 20 to 30 to 40?
I think it's obviously one thing I really highly have to look at is to get more tailors on board, maybe one or two guys that are really talented. At the present moment, we have enough orders to reach such targets. It's just that our turnaround time is not as quick because I'm very hands-on in terms of seeing the clients, going by in the fabric and everything like that. But if I can get someone who's as skilled or even more skilled than I am, just to execute the suits and the orders while I'm not there, then I think our chances of meeting the targets are really high, yeah.
Okay, so your challenge is not sales, it's capacity.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then tell me something, I mean, like Siya said, you've won a few awards in the fashion industry. Has that changed anything in your business? Has that made your business more successful?
Incredibly so. I think it has put the brand in a place whereby young people really look up to wearing the brand, to be really part of the SKORZCH brand or to wear a SKORZCH suit, you know. It has given us more credibility in the industry. I think it also has put the brand in a great position as one of the best menswear brands to come out of South Africa in the future, kind of a thing. So it has sales, yes, it has improved it. In terms of media, that has also improved. And I think even with me, it has made things more clearer in terms of where I want to drive the brand, what type of suits I want to make in the future, and how I want to be viewed in South Africa, in Africa, in the world, you know, as a tailor. So it's been really good. It's been really great, yeah.
Last one, have you got a mentor?
I do not have a mentor.
Gotta have a mentor. I'm going to set you off on that journey to mentorship by introducing you to a good friend of mine who's going to coach you, and then I'm going to chat to you afterwards to see how your coaching session went.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you, Brood. Zano will now meet up with Timothy Maurice, a brand leadership author, who will give him tips on how he can grow his business. We'll catch up with them later to find out how their coaching session went. But right now, let's get on to this week's Wisdom Nugget.
You only have so much time that you have on earth. You only have so much time to do certain things, and there has to be a timeline to success, because you can't say I want to have a multi-billion-dollar business one day. When is one day? You have to have definitive goals, and time allows you to track your progress. So time is essential to frame, you know, your journey towards success and to give you signposts along the path.
sit down and design a socks from the scratch and submit them to the manufacturer, and that's what we're busy with.
And Sbu has a very smart business concept. Everybody has to wear socks.
Siphinde sikwamukele mbukeli. Nawe kuzibonela ukuthi isudi entsha ke uma ngabe uyidinga ke uzoyithola kuphi. Kodwa ke khumbula uzodinga ke nawo kamasokisi amahle ukuthi ahambisane ke nayo ke lesudi yakho. iHappy Socks yamanye kamasokisi ke azidalele indumezulu enkulu kakhulu ke kuleli lakithi futhi ke aqokwa osazi kwayo ke abaningi ke baleli lakithi. Sibusiso Ngwenya uzibonele ukuthi ke yena angazenzela ke ibhizinisi kuona ke lo mkhakha lo wamasokisi wasiqambela ke lakhe ibhizinisi elibizwa ngokuthiwa iSkinny Sbu Socks. Ngihlangana nayo ke lensizwa lena ke eJozi Maboneni. Kaxoxisana naye ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi la masokisi wakhe uwenza kanjani.
Sanibonani, namhlanje setsakane eKaslami, Semasinga Street. Uyabona amaholiday abantwana basestradini kuyadlalwa, kumnandi. Kula ngikhulele khona lana, ngihlala nogogo wami, Sisimimi.
Yes, Sibusiso utswaletswe ko Davidton ko gae. And then ka 93 ha re move ra tla kamo, wa bona. Ke thotela kamo ka mogaka, mo re le moteng.
Yazi ilento lempilo bemnandi kakhulu lento leyo when growing up, you know. Ilento le oledi nomagogo bayenza sure ukuthi ilento le impilo yami ba normal and nami ngifana nama peers wami. Yabona. So basebenze kanzima vele ukuthi sibe grand.
Sibusiso ke ngwana quiet even now isale ngwana quiet azange kathola problem ka Sibusiso.
I still remember one event actually being high school. One guy, and I won't forget his name, I won't mention him also. He made me finally realize because we lived in a 3-room shack, and to me that was normal to me. I brought all of my friends at home and stuff, you know. But it's a bad thing, and I felt bad for some reason, you know. He made a public joke about where I live, you know, in Etlaseni. Into engijabulisayo ukuba nabangani bami esikhathini esiningi, you know, ngikhona lapho ukuthi ngingacabangi ngebusiness or ngezinye izinto. Abantu engikhule nabo, so we just have fun all the time masonke. Sithole reason yokuhleka all the time. We usually go paintballing with my boys, you know. That's what we do during the day when the sun is out.
Samita 2006. Yeah, it was like our first year choir in church. But it was after a play. We weren't really active as Sontwe, and we weren't yet very active in church. But that's where I got to meet him.
Spuda is a grand, Joe. Funny guy. He's a giver. Hard worker, work ethic. That's what I like about him. Hard worker. Hence we stayed friends for this long.
He commands his space. He commands impetus. So he has strong leadership qualities.
Spirit business is tole kumamami, is tole kukokwami. We're just an entrepreneurial family.
Because opetsile nna gagolo business ntsa bona ke kopantsha re kopantsha re tla re nyuka a ongrwalla masela re so reka ngite Sibusiso hambe president ka Makoti yakukhumbula lapha ka Makoti akuhlali kungekho meeting kanti wabona ke mo trainela tsone dilo tsore ke bona okare ke yona nthwile ay rata wayibona
besing sama bunch esontweni sonke and elingithi amalathi kithi, you know these boys if baqala manje ukubhayisa ama bunch 5 years time bazobe bakuphi. And today Sbu is pushing his own thing, ubhayisa ama socks, and the business is doing well.
I-Olid belithanda ukuthi lifake lipstick ngiyokhombisa abothisha esikolweni, and then ithe masekhamba isikhathi ngabhayisela abangani bami amasweet, you know. So into ebuye efamilini and into esihlale sikhuluma nabangani bami whether we playing or just chilling and having fun, but ibusiness izothola indlela yokuthi ingene lapho.
Skinny Sbu Socks amasokisi athagethe osaziwayo umnikazi wawo operathela khona lana ke emabonini ake ngene ngaphakathi ngixoxisane naye lo mpembu ngezamabhizinisi.
Yabo la white corn.
Yeah,
we're still gonna have that, and then we want to have a red there.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the red and the white.
Sanbonani.
See. Kunya ngakokota baba.
Ngakokota nasematafuleni.
Ukraine.
Hayi ngiyapila ngisiswa.
Sure.
Dimpo. Hayi usiyalo.
Sure.
Uthi hey ngiyanibona nimatasatasa kuhle ku colorful inyaka. Dweba awutsheleke nenzani nje ndoba la.
What we are doing here, Siya designer ama Skinny Sbu Socks, right? So what happened for the past year is that Skinny Sbu Socks, we were sourcing socks and distributing them, right? So not that since attention a buyer, and then now we know what exactly we want. I've put on a team, include Audimpo and 2 other designers. So now we sit down and design the socks from the scratch and submit them to the manufacturer, and that's what we're busy with now.
So Dimpo, ngicela nje ungichazele kabanzi ngalama design, take me through yonke lento yabona. Ukulo mkhakha lo fashion umuntu angabuka athi izemfashion lesi. Wena instead ukuthi wenze impahla nani waya straight emasokisini. Kungani ndoda udecide wena ukuthi uzozenzela amasokisi then ukuthi wenze the normal sizaziwe ama t-shirt nama kepisi.
Uyazi indaba yami mfowethu iqale ebuncaneni bami, you know. Mina ngikhuliswe umama nogogo, right? So every Saturday bengenza washini yami umama bekangitshela ukuthi yazithini you should wash your socks inside out, you know. So that to a certain extent iyafaka a sense of attention to detail. So from a very young age insisintwana bengibheka ukuthi which kind of socks do I wear with what, you know. But it was in the sap engqondweni yami bengasinto bengifuna ukuyenza.
Osaziwayo bagqokisayo ke phela ke ngoba phela leli sokisi likhulunywa ukuthi lo osaziwayo. Obaningi abantu esingake sithi masibabuka sithi into ufake leli sokisi wena siyalazi le.
Indaba engifuna ukuthi sekuyo Siya engijabulisa kakhulu ukuthi sesiqoke usosaziwayo wala eMzansi umlingisi ne-presenter. He's a former top billing presenter, and then he is the first African actor ozodlala uNelson Mandela kwi-movie international lapho sikhuluma ngoTumisho Masha ozobe ayi-brand ambassador ye-Skinny Sbu Socks.
So siyakhona ke nje
siyakhona ke manje.
I met Sbu a couple of years ago, and he approached me and said that he was doing this project where he was doing Skinny Sbu Socks. And basically they were a concept that would be like happy socks, if you will. Socks that when you wear them, whether you're wearing something that's corporate, a suit, whether you're wearing something that's laid back, smart casual, or even more casual, you can wear these socks that kind of show off your happy personality. I think Skinny Sbu Socks as a brand has got potential to become massive worldwide. You know, a lot of people go into fashion and they want to do the big things. They want to do haute couture. They want to do the dresses that cost 30,000 Rand. They want to do the suits that cost 20,000 Rands. And Sbu has a very smart business concept. Everybody has to wear socks. Socks are pretty affordable. And if they show your personality and they're different to socks that you can get just about anywhere, most people will go for that without necessarily having to take out a loan to buy the socks. So I think as a business concept, it's going to do very, very well. Not only in South Africa, but I think the rest of Africa and the whole world. Why not?
Amasokisi wethu ayatholakala manje emaboneng at on main precinct. Gulas corner manje just around the corner Kolimpiliti ekuthiwa i-main change building. Esitoro sakhona i-urban gentleman store siphethwe nguNhlanhla. He was the very first guy to take me in and say, you know what, you have a good brand, I'd like to have your brand restaurant sami. Yabona sise third floor leso store leso.
Masuka la social delivery ngithi yakho.
Masuka la social delivery siyahamba siya eMarensha so deliverela Junorin.
This is your first time ordering from him, right?
Yeah.
How did you find out about his socks and what made you decide to order a pair for your husband?
My sister's brother-in-law posted a picture on Facebook And my husband's into all these fancy socks. So I thought it was the perfect gift.
Yeah. But how have you find, the whole experience dealing with him, the client service? Because, I mean, if you're ordering for the first time, you don't know whether you might get your order or not.
No, it was so easy. It was very easy dealing with Skinny Sbu, and I mean the process was so quick, and I actually didn't expect delivery so quickly, so I'm quite happy.
Happy customer, happy business.
Definitely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How many pairs of socks do you have to sell in order for your business to become a successful business?
1 million units a month.
What's the plan to get to 1 million units?
Well, you know what? I must admit also, that there are certain elements that the brand is struggling on.
The entrepreneurial space differs in terms of profit generation because it doesn't have immediate results. Business owners have to find creative ways to generate income to cover monthly expenses. Ake sizwe ukuthi ke uSbu ubhekana kanjani ke nenkinga zeimali. Ikakhulukazi mangabe ibhizinisi lifaka imali, kodwa ke imali ephumayo kuyimali eningi kakhulu ke edlula le engenayo kwibhizinisi. Njengamanje ke uSbu se-studio sethu uxoxisana nozakwethu uPepsi la khona bedingida khona ke ama challenges abhekane nebhizinisi lakhe.
I'm here with Sibusiso. You sell socks. Like, when did you think socks? I suppose, I mean, it's a reasonable thing. People wear socks all the time.
Yeah.
I just don't know anybody else that sells socks.
You know, that's a question I get all the time. Why socks? Why socks? And I always say, why not socks? Socks, it's what happened in 2011, Pepsi. I told myself that I'm only going to do things that I'm passionate about, right? So if I don't like it, I'm not going to do it. And to find out that the only thing that I'd like really is socks. In fact, before starting Skinny Sbu Socks, I had over 70 pairs of socks of my own that I've been collecting. So it was a natural transition for me to move from just a sock collector to now building a sock brand.
Okay, that's it. That's, you've taken a passion, you've turned it into a business, and that makes perfect sense.
Sure.
And somebody's got to sell socks.
Yeah.
Are you making a profit?
I am spending a lot of money instead, because currently I'm in a transition. I'm moving from because previously Skinny Sbu Socks for the past year, I have been sourcing socks and just distributing them, So now we're just transitioning from that to now designing and making them from scratch, But now I'm in a process where I need to start making profits. I need to start paying people, So yeah, previously I wasn't making money, And I hope now that we're going to be releasing a new range, we're going to start making money.
Let's talk distribution for a second. You have one store that stocks your product, Maboneng district. I mean, is that enough? And what plan is in place to increase your distribution network?
It's not enough, We are really trying to figure out ways of making sure that our socks get to our customers, And I really sat down and looked at the entire online shopping experience and found it that for people who are not tech savvy, it's a very they won't do it, In terms of the store, previously we were distributing to one store in Maboneng, and we are in talks with 3 other stores that are Joburg based, and would like really to expand that number.
How many pairs of socks do you have to sell in order for your business to become a successful business, however you define that?
You're actually taking me back to November last year when I did my first pitch at the hookup dinner, and they asked me that question, and the first number I had really in mind was 1 million units a month. I'd like to move that. I'd like to move 1 million units worldwide a month.
What's the plan to get to 1 million units?
Well, you know what? I must admit also, that there are certain elements that the brand is struggling on. First of all, with distribution, I think it's fairly new and the brand is fairly young. So I'd really like to now start consulting for assistance in terms of what am I going to do in terms of distribution, I wouldn't like to go for a major chain store. There is that will work hard to great units being sold, but I'd like to have control over my brand at the end of the day.
I'm concerned that you're not articulating a clear plan of how you're going to get from here to there. how you're going to get more boutiques online, how you're going to get more boutiques selling your product, how you're going to get more people knowing about Skinny Sbu Socks, and wanting to buy. For instance, $50, I buy a pair of socks from you, right? Or I add another $50, and for 100 Rand, I can get 5 pairs of socks from Woolworths. Why am I coming to you?
Why are you coming to me? First of all, it's a purely South African sock brand, meaning that you are not sending money outside the country. We're still circulating the money in the country, creating jobs through just a pair of socks. And I think also you, as a stylish 2014 man, you'd want to have something that's exclusive, something that you can only own. Skinny Sbu Socks only releases 4,000 units every quarter. So you'll get to be you're also paying for exclusivity, and you are paying for a great quality pair of socks.
What's your break-even point? How many socks?
How many socks? For me to break even, we'll need to sell 900.
So 900 socks a month and you break even. How far are you from that?
Very far. Very far from that. Very far from 900.
Okay, I love your idea. I think you're onto something. I'd like to introduce you to someone that is going to take you through some basic coaching and chat to you afterwards to see if anything's shifted in the way that you see your business.
Okay, I'd be excited to have that someone helping me.
All right, Puti, that's exactly what we're going to do. Mongezi Makalima from the coaching company will be giving Sibusiso tips on how he can overcome the challenges that his business faces. I'm sitting here with Zano and Timothy Maurice. Gents, you guys have spent time together. How was that session for you, Zano?
Pretty great, very informative. So much was said, and I think one of the greatest things I really picked up was finding the true identity of the brand, something very unique, something very profound to what you're doing, something that people will wear with pride, and finding multiple ways of conveying the message or telling it to the world kind of a thing, Yeah, I think that's what really stood out for me the most, yeah.
So now I like to classify things good, as in let's build on it, bad, it might become a problem, and ugly, it's a serious problem. So let's start with the good.
Well, the good is this guy's brilliant. There are very few people who have the sort of instinct, that natural sort of impulses inside of him for fashion. And you can see it in his eye, in his behavior, in his posture. So he's going to be fine from a leader in the industry. I think the challenge is for him not to follow a conventional model of a typical Western tailored clothing business, which is you dress someone in sort of a standard cut, a standard sort of, you creating sort of a replica of what we've seen. So I've inspired him to really think hard about positioning himself on the backdrop of where he comes from and his own heritage, and making sure that that's fused through beautifully. And people feel it. So when they put on his tailored clothing, they feel a sense of being anchored in something bigger than just a suit.
Fantastic. That's very, very good advice. And then, I know you're nice and you don't want to break into the ugly, but what's the ugly? What's alarming and needs to be addressed immediately in Zano's business?
We didn't talk much into the back end, the admin, but I get the sense that, a lot of really talented people focus so much on the fabric, they focus so much on the supply and the actual design that they leave that sort of untouched. And so I'm a little bit worried about that, but I think he'll sort that out. Right now, his sort of revenue flows are fine. I think the bigger challenge is going to be creating that identity that people identify with in a way that's separate and, very unique, very different from the West.
So, does Timothy, is he onto something when he says the financial admin, the back end might be a bit of a problem?
Yeah, truthfully so. I think I'm really passionate about making clothes more than I am about sorting out the finances behind it, But I think it's something that I've been wanting to do. It's something that I've really starting to start read about, and how to really run your business as a creative, because we're really more talented about putting the suit together than marketing it and making sure when the money comes in, you kind of like balance it. But I think with the current team of people that I have now, I'm starting to slowly delegate, like, you take care of this, you take care of that, while I kind of like steer the company in the right direction that I really want it to go. Obviously, it's a big element in terms of finance for the company to really succeed, but it's something that I am taking care of, yeah.
Okay, I'd argue that it's probably one of your most important elements, because you're not a tailor, you're an entrepreneur, you know, who happens to sell clothing and are passionate about suits. Tim, can you mentor this young man?
I am. I'm really inspired by his vision, and I'm inspired by his natural talent. I'm really drawn to people who have a unique sort of special thing about their skill. I feel like it's purpose. I feel like God gives and he plants this thing into you. And I'm really drawn to that. Now, you know, if you look at top designers in this space, like Tom Ford, Oswald Boating from this continent, I think he has those elements, and I'd like to see, I'd like to spend a bit more time with him so we can sort of look both at the back end as well as the front end, the branding stuff. I think you're really onto something, and pretty special stuff.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, bro. Zano, what are you going to implement immediately that you're going to start doing differently tomorrow?
I think I'm going to do a lot of research. I think basically one of the most things I really want to do is to go into the Xhosa heritage, you know, but Xhosa man being a Xhosa man through initiation and everything like that, because I think that's what will really link us in terms of the suit into being an African, and taking that story and narrowing it down into fabric, and then taking that fabric and making a suit out of it, and then telling it to the world, you know. And I think once I have that, I'll tell a better story than the one I'm telling now. Yeah.
Nice one. Well done, brother, and best of luck to you. Thanks, gents.
Thank you.
Cheers. After the break, we chat to Sibusiso, owner of Skinny Socks, to get some feedback from his coaching session with Bonngoe. What are the top 3 challenges of this young man's business?
Well, he actually has one. He wants to make money.
Welcome back. The owner of Skinny Sbu Socks, Sibusiso Ngwenya, is also back from his coaching session with Bonngoe, and we're going to chat a little bit about their experience and some of the things that he learned. Bonngoe, what are the top 3 challenges of this young man's business?
Well, he actually has one. He wants to make money. So he went through a whole list. He had the challenges. And as he was going through that whole list, we had to narrow it down. What do you want? I want to make money. And when he can make money, he can do everything else. That's it.
So passion aside, brand aside, his first priority is to make money.
Make money.
And then everything else will come.
That's why we're in business. The problem is that many people, they spend before they make money. They don't think sales. And he's the same.
So now what model or approach would you advise him to take in order to implement some of the advice you've given him today?
Well, I actually want him to speak for himself, because I think he got it.
Helped me a lot, you know. I came here, I knew my problems, but I ignored them. He made me realize a lot of things about my brand. And really, the 1 or 2 things we were really talking about is, what is the problem that Skinny Sbu Socks is solving? It's something I'm really gonna sit down and really fix. And who are we solving the problem for? And really, the first thing that he helped me with is to identify 100 people, because I think you heard also I had a very ambitious number. I want to make 1 million. I want to sell 1 million units and stuff, you know. He said I should start with the simple things. Identify 100 people, their names, where they live, where they wear socks and how they wear socks and stuff. Once I get that info, sell to those people, and then I can start growing and adding to that number, you know. Really, he helped me with getting the basics right.
Yeah. And it's real money. You know where these people are. There's this complexity, distribution, in social media. All of those things are nice. But at the end of the day, can you count the dollars in the bank? And it's all about, what problem are you solving with your product and who are you solving it for, and go to them.
Fantastic. 100 people.
Yes.
You've got 98 to work with.
Yeah.
Mongezi is going to buy your socks.
Okay.
I'm going to buy your socks.
Cool.
The rest of the crew maybe is going to buy your socks. If you can get 1 or 2 crew members.
Yeah. Can I add one last thing?
Of course.
Just for him, because it can make a mistake. 100 is all you need, but 100 is a start.
Yes.
Because then you build an engine, got that 100, what replicate. 100 makes 200, makes 2,000, makes.
Next thing we know, we have
Next,
a million.
you know, you're sitting with $1 million.
That's how you get to 1 million, 100 at a time.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Bafethu, thank you very much. Thanks for sharing your insights with us, Bonngoe. And Sbu, best of luck, man.
Sure. Thank you to you
May
guys.
you go from strength to strength.
I think I'm a better person now than I was a few months ago through the entire making moves process. And I think you're going to see results as time goes by.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks for watching today's episode of Making Moves. I really hope today's show made you realize that business isn't really about age. Nangabosbu, they are young, they're doing their thing. If you've got a dream, you've got passion, and you're determined, you can make it work. We'll see you next week.
Well, my experience has been pretty great, very informative. Learned quite a lot. I think also one of the highlights is actually meeting Mr. Timothy Morris. And his vast knowledge into branding has been very insightful for me. Yeah.
Experience on making moves has been very intense because I had to face a few truths about my brand, you know. I know I have something good going on, but I had relied on the good elements only, you know, and ignoring the business part of the business, and ignored the fact that I need to now start making profits and growing the business and employing people and just growing generally, you know.